Cobb TV. Watch your life make sense.
When one looks into the human heart, we can see it is a collection of desires. From the basic necessities to the more complex social desires of wealth, honor, and knowledge. But there appears a point within every human heart that yearns for something different. It desires to know only one thing. What is the meaning of my life? Welcome to The Point.
So, Tempe, could you tell me where you're from?
I'm from New Jersey, born and raised. I guess I was pretty curious and adventurous, kind of a tomboy.
Yeah.
I had brothers growing up, so I always liked to be hanging with my brothers and typical like outdoor stuff. And so, yeah, it was a nice childhood though, good.
So you've brought 3 items with you today that kind of mark your life, milestones. Could you show us the first one?
Well, I'm wearing the first one, and the significance behind the scarf, it kind of represents the concealment that has been, and it's kind of coming off layer by layer, and I feel like I'm really understanding more and more what it's really all about.
What was the first discovery you made about yourself?
Well, when I was little, I would say about 7 or 8, I remember sitting out on the back porch on a summer evening, looking up at the stars and saying, what is it all about? And even then, I feel like that was kind of a deep question for
a 4-year-old.
Well, 7 or 8, I think it was, I don't remember. But I wanted to know what it was all for. I had grown up in Sunday school and church, and I feel like from the very beginning I was learning about God and the Creator, but I was always kind of hungry for more.
Well, you said that, you were asking these questions about what is the meaning of your life, and your peers weren't necessarily at that same stage. And how did that affect your relationship at all with others?
Not so much, I don't think. I had healthy relationships with my friends and my family, and everything was great. I didn't have an outlet to talk because they weren't asking those questions, so I really didn't talk about those things. The way I feel it is that it was just inside. I just wanted to know, and I don't know what made me ask that question. I just brought my camera because when you take a picture, you have to bring things into focus. And I would say the birth of my children was something that really was a catalyst for bringing things a little bit more into focus. Right. And the questions why, now I have 2 children that I'm in charge of and responsible for bringing up in the right way. Right. And I really need to do this right. And after my second son was born, I bought a book, The History of God, which tied together Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Right. And I was really intrigued by that, and it was my earliest attempts at, not knowing at the time, but it was my earliest attempts at trying to find unity. And that was over 15 years ago. Oh, wow. So, again, through my adult life and raising my children, had many experiences, but the thing that probably affected me the most, or the biggest blow in my life, was my divorce. So it was very hard, and it wasn't something that I thought that I would ever go through or want. Mm-hmm. But I felt that that was the direction that I was being pushed. It seemed like there was no other way, because it was I wanted it to work, but it didn't, and it was something, now looking back on that, I can say that it was something that I needed to go through, and it was for the best, even though it is still painful, you know, to think about, and still painful because of, you know, we have children together.
Right.
And I don't want to have any kind of animosity towards anyone. I just want to live a healthy and a life that the Creator wants me to live. Because I think everybody goes through pains in their life, and I'm not included. I'm sorry, I am included in that.
I was just like, wow, smooth sailing for
No. I think I'm a compassionate person, and I don't want to see people suffer. It hurts me when I see people suffer. So, and I've suffered, and I know how it feels. So, I want to help them. Through my difficulties in my life, I really started delving more and more into Christianity. Mm-hmm. And it was at that time when I started to get a little bit perplexed and upset that it was exclusive to Christians only. And as I had mentioned earlier, I was seeking something that unified everyone, whatever religion they came from.
How does that bring us to your third item? And
I found Kabbalah through a friend and started watching lessons, and gave me a book of intentions. And this was my third item because I've come to learn that it's all about your intention, and the intention for unity, the intention to love others as you love. And I was really happy to see that there was a name to something that I'd already kind of thought of in my mind that I wanted the goal that I had for unity and to love your neighbor as yourself. I thought, wow, there's a name for this. This is great.
And what was the difference between what you found and your other path?
I think that everything that I learned up until the point of just finding Kabbalah was just a stepping stone. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But it was something that helped me. And I think Kabbalah is the bigger picture. Mm-hmm. I love that it just seems more encompassing, all-encompassing. It's what I've been searching for up until this point. It's everything that I have wanted. So,
in your daily life, I mean, how does it affect your interactions with others? Or
now that I've been studying, I have definitely seen a difference in the way I parent. Just seeing things as they come, things that I thought were not so great before, maybe even pretty bad. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at them in a different light. I'm being more patient and understanding that it's coming from God. There's none else beside Him. I'm working in that intention, knowing that there is only Him, and He only means good for me and everyone. And it's whatever happens is meant to happen, but only for good.
It seems like where you are today has deepened this connection that you felt with the Creator.
That's something that I cannot describe. I just feel that on the inside.
Completely intangible?
That is something that is, intangible, but tangible to me. inside, in my heart, in the connection that I feel with others that study.
Thank you, Tempe, for sharing your story, your ups and downs, and your change of perspective throughout the years. It seems like it has turned you around, and kind of everything that comes at you, you take it for what it is. You're just like, this is okay. What effect would that